Cowboys sources telling ESPN a lack of chemistry did help Harpoon this season, and Jerry Jones is now considering a complete overhaul of America's team. Jean-Jacques Taylor is a columnist for the Dallas Morning News and has a front row seat to this team. Jean-Jacques, what is going on behind closed doors with the Cowboys right now?
Well, I think they're trying to figure out who stays and who goes, because it was a toxic locker room mix, whether you're talking about people looking for locker room snitches, or Terrence Newman accusing people of being cowards, or players calling out coaches. It was combustible, and you saw the end result in Philadelphia a couple weeks ago.
So who's most to blame for that locker room?
Oh, I don't think there's any doubt that the head coach is to blame for the locker room, because he never seized control of it and never let the players know that the buck stopped with him. Jerry Jones is also culpable because he undermined the coach at every opportunity. But if the coach was a little stronger, wasn't quite so weak, then maybe he could have stood up to Jerry and none of this would have happened in the first place.
Which big name, coach or player, is least likely to return in 2009?
I think realistically, Jason Garrett, the offensive coordinator, is the least likely to go. I think he's interviewed with Detroit. He's interviewed with Denver. He still remains a hot commodity, even though he had a bad year as offensive coordinator this year. And I think he's most likely to go. If he stays, then I think there's a chance that they'll seriously consider letting T.O. go, because T.O., for whether you like him or not, he's a charismatic leader. He has a presence in the locker room, and there's no one on his team strong enough, whether it's a coach or a player, to tell him to sit down and shut up.
Should there be?
Well, yeah, there should be. You don't have that problem in other locker rooms, especially a place like Baltimore, where Ed Reed and Ray Lewis make sure that no player puts himself above the team.
If you could give Jerry Jones one piece of advice, what would it be?
Now, mind you, he hadn't listened to anything I've said in the 14 years I've been covering the Cowboys. If I had a piece of advice to him, I'd tell him quit wasting this year, get rid of Wade Phillips, go get yourself another head coach, because the players aren't going to listen to him, and there's no way that at 61 years old, as nice as he is, that he's going to change and suddenly become the drill sergeant that this team needs.
And if he asked you, all right, who should I hire? Who would you recommend?
Well, since he can't get Bill Cowher to come out of the studio, I think Mike Shanahan's a fine choice.
All right, Mike Shanahan potentially. We'll see. Jean-Jacques Taylor, we appreciate your insight from the Dallas Morning News on Outside the Lines.
Hey, I appreciate it.